You know right, assassinate. Airport and Timaya. Mojana Nanum Shegu Edigu on my eye.
Mimo bibi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Moamunim say it is not only with Serwaa Broni nsem no. Asem bia be trende wo Ghana bia no. Eya na me betena ha. Me ye analysis efa ho. So that people will also get to hear menso me side. Na de eto asum no na wa yeden wafa. Na and still Serwaa Broni nsem ne so ana ye wo eni nti no the more nkrofo de nsem ba ye feel say ye be analysis na ye nso ya share ye thought e wo so no sa na ebekọ. And then first time we have subscribe na click notification bell no and na o screen e wo screen so sisi amesre mo comment box ni mo ye YouTube channels mienu e wo ho ba ko e ye aduane channel eno no ye sheda ye magana fo amowa brochi ye nua Ghana aduane de ato ho na the second channel e ye channel we ne second one na saying video bi ba ye ntumi fan to her because wa wo follow ye no nim say YouTube e betwen aso say man ye sa de no em say ye de nkrofo videos ne analysis bi ye wa ha no anye omo de nti omo report ye ma YouTube say eya na ye form videos YouTube nso won titwi na ye ka no nti ya ka tren say ya fa ne video dia na ono so hu video no fi say ne kra ya fa but na ye analysis ne ye nti ne sisi ane dia ye ne say ye second YouTube channel no video ne ba ye de to ho na aha say ya ba be ka analysis no na ye de picture no say ne da screen enim ye de picture ne to ho ne ye kasa ne ba ko no ntumi nkonko kan tre YouTube say ya fa ono ni video YouTube ehu ne say dabi ne ba ku picture ho ansem na oka enu hunti ne ye ne sa nti link na o comment box ni mu no two links na wo ho no click and subscribe ni na
Melodies TV on YouTube
if you want to be part of the family what you say o be so share wa adwen e wo nsem ni na so a number na e wo screen no ase no WhatsApp number na e wo screen na ase no obetumi ase ne WhatsApp audio mesre menfre WhatsApp audio now the be breakdown of Paul Adomotri ne analysis on Serwaa Broni nsem no. Now, Mama Mwatia said the reason why Paul Adomotri had to speak on it because they were all silent. A lot of people were silent on the issue. No, beyond person obeka ho asem. But maybe two NDC4 for say because now NDC4, yamfa say Sami Jemfimo, and some NDC people were complaining. Say die ntia na media enka Serwaa Broni nsem no. And mema NDC4 tia say mo pese media no eka ho asem a. Then hold a press conference or let your parliamentary caucus speak on it because my ejuma ewo Ghana media firms da once a story is coming from parliament a story is coming no like order of preference right once a story is coming from the presidency it is coming from parliament or the two top political parties the media has no say than to report on it until we ha embra NDC for parliament e sha say wo mo kasa about Serwaa Broni nsem no saa time and afa media for no mo nka asem no wo mo sha asese wo mo so mo aka why because parliamentary caucus aka ho asem uye adwuma e wo firm media firm a ote this logic ase into make NDC for say that is what they had to do now wo mo ye nso no we've seen people talk about it and then even on Man FM they are bold to talk about it first asem ne ba no they weren't talking about it but omokra no and then they are talking about it why because parliamentary caucus abim minority caucus abim Paul Adomotri ye na nkofu bebre na wo ye government appointee nkofu bebre na ka say wo bo defense sisi a ema aban no onompo the first time he didn't talk about it but ono so ababonti aba be kasa aye ne analysis wo so ye be breaking the analysis ne down mema moti ase say Paul Adomotri analysis a wo ye no I didn't agree with his conclusion but the initial stage of the analysis no I agreed with it ema me kan wa ha say nkrofo te say that the Fred say wo mo kasa e wo Serwaa Broni nsem ne so a they should take the initial stage of Paul Adomotri ne analysis no and I mean I kid you not and that the Fred eba alive no Paul Adomotri analysis na wo ye no and no another the Fred or so oba be bro so Adomotri analysis no ye no and that the Fred nso eba be bro so na make say okay it's a foot no what we're taking a stance we're taking the initial analysis of Paul Adomotri senior Paul Adomotri take asem no that the Fred nso akwa finance amasisi ono nso ababe recommunicate it eni na yesua de ati ase ni na yesua de na asem no ene say even in that different analysis I will make here, there are some questions be a wa wonim say melodies ye bebisa na ye bisa na yenya answer wa wotie me nso no obehu ne say yes senia ye na de bia na ye no now wotie that different nsem a wo kan in the first place ono nso senia po adomo kan say lady no enya kwan any president etina plane mu na yanji lady ni phone na essentially lady ni post picture ninti national security were interested in lady ni phone no into no na nke was a lady no and a submit phone no emma national security that difference so senior po no what kind na say na that difference so aba be kan here now that difference dey kasa no a mistake I will make here and say was say national security e was right say oba ofie ebo ra ofie kra na o right say wo betumi abo ra ofie na wa baba be yeden wa baba be hwe so ofili say there is something e wo ofie a threat to oman no sa asem na that different kind na me pese me trend say enimra mu that different wa broche he knows the state security has no right to invade the privacy of anyone unless say ebia wo mo akwaje court order. Inti send that different oba be catch and say national security wo mu otumi say so ufie ohun ne say there is a security threat e wo ufie kra wo otumi so obebo remu da bi wo ni tumi. We live in a democratic state. Courts ni ne bema ni tumi wo no national security na ngasa no won tumi mfa ne pe enye saa de no oni tumi say wo yesa
Melodies TV on YouTube.
America now what's a crana answer na FBI ebe kwa boera wo bi fie akwa search no they go with court order into omudu nipa kuni fie na na afi omu yi order no ana warrant na tre no say we court order into wo hwa FBI say wo hwe America ho senya wo moye investigations e wo criminal cases so some of the cases court more clearance na say court more clearance or they don't have the right to go into the person's house ye ni na ye those documentaries and we see it is some of them who say FBI agents no bedi nipa ko na chi aso mo monitor na hwese nipa ko no ebe slack na wo monya evidence bi dia court but say wo mo ankasa boera nipa ko ni free without any court order dabi ensi so the national security doesn't have the right say wo mo be boera wo bi fie unless say court am mo kwan they don't have that power. In fact listen and see it this way ye ni na yade na yesua say national security na kiye mo so right na nka political opposition e wo man we mu they will always be intimidated because otewa abon say national security wa boera e bia mahama fie ukokan was ye state security yenya information say mahama e bia o bibi wo ho a e bia wo be cause problem e bia no ni hwio but because national security is being handled by the government in power no nka government ebe isu e dia intimidate omo opposition. That is why Embra Amakwan say just say court national security the omo asem ekoko to court enim na court amo kwan so okay monko monfa search warrant nko na monko search Ghana ha so what is say national security ayesa ha de ne da it is against the law or it was against the law but Ghana ha na mbra nye juma for say national security and police ebetumi de omo pe aboera wo bi fie keke akwakoche no. But in Brani no untumi invade will be privacy sir. Even if Lipakono or deadly weapons you need a court order. Go and explain to the court. Now court in who is okay, the person is a threat to the security. That is the only way or only time. It is all about YouTube. Now Beka say national security and they had the right. Say without a court order, they didn't have the right. Ask anyone. For Adomo Nangasa, and I think that he was or law school. Meboa, or no training. Intimacy, that side, in someone now who cannot, you know perfectly, say you're wrong. It is an error. Now, that the threat, and you see, it's interesting, right? Right now, the narrative are MPP4 or Muyusu a blackmail. What say, Serwaa Broni was trying to blackmail the president. Okay, Yantia says Serwaa Broni was trying to blackmail the president. But you see, you can't say blackmailing. Now, what does it mean? You can't say blackmailing. I mean, really, dictionary definition for the word blackmail, and then you get what I'm trying to say. Because M says our blackmail narrative now me who say MPP for you so no. In the first place, Krano, they are contradicting their selves. Now, blackmail any or say the action treated as a criminal offense of demanding payments or another benefit from someone in return for not revealing, compromising, or damaging information about them. Demand money or another benefit from someone in return for not revealing, compromising, or damaging information about them. Now, you say blackmail no etre say, who be says kefi obi ho. Na the entire will be says can say, who nipa kronin semboni bi. Inti who be says can free say nipa krone ho. So that in semboni no unyimpie. That is blackmail. If more catch and say Serwaa Broni was trying to blackmail the president, then indirectly you are telling us and you are confirming to us, indeed, Serwaa Broni won for ni boni bi ananyama boni bi for president ni ho what the bar bonti e begu ni ho ni mo ase and I begu president ni mo ase. Because why will you use the word blackmail? Blackmail no two ways. One way and they say the person or the first one and they say who be says ka efri obi ho the entire na who be says ka no. Because you have evidence, damaging evidence on the person. Ati I say. Because you have damaging evidence on the person. And that is what we call blackmail. Because you have damaging evidence on the person. So, if Ubisas came for you, na sikana Ubisa free ni pakrone or no. Who need damaging evidence on that person, Krana? It doesn't qualify to be called blackmail. Inti MPP for narrative as you say Muyusu, and a person blackmailing president, who person blackmailing president, then you are confirming say indeed, Serwaa Broni has damaging evidence on the president. That is what you are telling us. Say indeed she has, because if she's not having damaging evidence, why are you calling it blackmail? And so. Whoa, when I can't into more different ones that you criticize them or no, you want to say defense, no, you criticize them more for her, no more shaping no more, but still more shaping the number of the background. There are some errors, you're better pointing it out. Now, another thing, said that the Fred can and also clearly from Poadomotry, and they say. President Akufo-Addo was protecting the public purse. Once I send a Poadomotry, my as I say, yeah, blackmail Akufo-Addo, one for Ghana ska entiano. Not just say Yembo Akufo-Addo abaso because of protecting the public purse. Me see, Obi our bedroom sir in that line, our bedroom in that way. The person is just a dishonest person. Clearly put, like straight, the person is a dishonest person. Someone is saying, say, you've committed robbery against me. And the person is giving allegations. And Nipakwa ya can answer no, you're a human rights expert, human rights activist, world-renowned human rights lawyer. Now, I say you're praising Nipakrono because yes, Bonia wadi ye Nipakuni ni nechi no Nipakuni bisa niska. Now when tia Nipakuni ska no, when tia compensation no, one compensating Nipakrono, yambo na baso because when tia Nipakrono. How is it sounding in your ears? How is it sounding in your ears? Obi ayede to neso say waya bone, wa maya robi obi. Nipa kono also look at the background. Onye obi a waya kronfo or your human rights activist. Or standing against the robbery of people. Say or standing against ye nkrofo yakayaka de. Na nipa ku we say yakayaka de awode aye mi. Ya tena se adwen ho e decide say obe compensate me. Wan kasa e na waka. Say me sorry. Say ade amama me nkrofo de aye oyi me compensate you. Na afi nipa kono kan sa ade anyway won be compensate nipa krono. Na afi wuti nechi ye analysis say oh compensation na one man nipa krono. Why you ade pan we protect public purse. I mean, are you all right? Iti me who say that the Fred also went with that narrative. Who say clearly from Poadomotry analysis our yeah no. Ati ase. And that's interesting. Another claim, and that the Fred keeps on making these claims. Sisiano, the other Fred they can say recording a course so Serwaa Broni recording our Babe Botre between Hopes and Adoye and CID boss. And mind you, your second YouTube channel no once Embrana your friend say Kevin Taylor interview no. na on say that part no well. Your second YouTube channel, I share the treaty that audio. Am I na loud? In the uko tia, o betin someone no more can ye. Untie ya ko your second channel no so na kokotie. That the friend that someone what can say. Womo yi audios ni bia film di bia hihiem na nsem bia CID boss ni host na do yanka no e na sisi ayama na yese womo aka nti say indirectly long and short say was say a doctor tape. That the friend say a doctor tape in the sense say recording na Serwaa Broni ye CID boss any host na do ye no enye no kware NDC fo na akwa kotena sia na Serwaa Broni na akwa kotena sia omo di mfidie e na make say wow, it's interesting. The only time MPP for a believe in doctor tape if asem no for more. That's the only time. CID boss nankasa. The only time she also, the former CID boss, she also believes in doctor tape if a fan home. Yawaha ena ofosu ampofo. Mokwa chi no and that still mo de no ejina court. Waka kire mo say audio ya mo chi no e wo so no e doctored mo si e dabi ewi asin fidie bia mba ya ebetumi aye se ejuma no nti ofoso ampofo de ne de ne doctored mo de ye de ye mo na mo adwane se mo nso mo de ne doctored tese mo de ne de e ba na to mo de a mo ehunu se hey obi de ne nsa akeka nanso NDC for ana opposition de to omo a omo de daabi omo de omo ano mo kan e yate and then the whole carton say recording here doctored yate sa na obeka and Serwaa Broni pictures now we try with Akufo-Addo ni nano Photoshop and the pictures we try with Akufo-Addo Photoshop last okofa Sabato ebetena usho ne so uti asema Sabato kan o ka say picture ni Photoshop Sabato ka say o dabi ono de ohun say picture ni mpo de enye Photoshop but we share the demeanor of Serwaa Broni and Akufo-Addo na ube say Akufo-Addo wasn't even ready to take the picture. But still now we insist say a Photoshop and as Sabato can say dabi enye Photoshop ono de ojidi say enye Photoshop you were trying to say Sabato media nkrofo we there media Photoshop or media me say Photoshop o toji wa hypocrite wo ka say Photoshop nende wa na wo ba be ka try and say she had sensitive information sensitive pictures with the ana woni Akufo-Addo or close to Akufo-Addo no to pictures without the knowledge of Akufo-Addo wa wo ka say Photoshop wa so ka say she took the pictures without the knowledge of Akufo-Addo so where do you stand o say Photoshop wa on so kan say she took it without the knowledge of Impinifo a woni omoko program no nti he na wo gina into a Photoshop and I say your Photoshop. Did she take it or she didn't? Here na wujina. That is also part. Another one, and this is where I'll end it because the video is becoming long. Sisiano, that the Fred say it was say freedom fighters no because Serwaa Broni ekomo freedom fighters na atenase and na wo akwa planning adie Edi ejuma ba be si Akufo-Addo so. Inti no Serwaa Broni is part of freedom fighters. Inti no yem blame freedom fighters no. Yate mo de asemo America ne say oman ya yeti mu MPP political party a wo mo de hoahoa wo mo ho say ye ba no enimdifo omo a wo mo aben a lawyers wo Ghana ha MPP no ekra dodo Ghana yete no sa na ye MPP for kan say ye can lawyers a womo aben nkrofo a womo aben middle class people womo akọ school because so can womo say NDC for there womo akọ school na support NDC na MPP there womo akọ school a mo aben na support MPP yate eya na mo akọ school mo ye lawyers a mo ka mo de hwa mo hu eya na mo ba bonte na mo be make analysis bi say eya na I cry for your listeners. Because your listeners are discerning people. According to what you tell us, no. My listeners no mo school are being. So put some respect on them. At least obey analysis bia. Make sure say analysis we are me ya ma will be at least onim embra. Me ya ma will be onim embra. De me kan no. Mon try mo adi on comment box ni mo. Me da say.